We begin with this cheering news. At least 7 more passengers abducted by suspected terrorists from the Kaduna-bound train in March have regained their freedom. This comes 103 days after the attack on the Kaduna-bound train, where 9 persons were killed and 63 other passengers were kidnapped. The hostages were freed on Saturday night, and media consultant to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi Tukur Mamu is said to have facilitated the process. This latest development brings the total number of freed passengers to 20, while at least 43 others still languish in captivity. Among those freed is the son of Ango Abdullahi, the chairman of the Northern Elders Forum. The Pakistan national was also among those kidnapped, and 5 others. The development comes 4 days after insurgents attacked and freed inmates of the Kuje Correctional Facility in Abuja. Away from that now, the need for government to support non-governmental organizations, especially those promoting sexual education and reproductive health of women and girls, has been re-echoed. The Director, Initiative for Girls' Rights and Health, ADEWALE, made this call in Ile-Ife during the Stakeholders Alliance and Capacity Strengthening Program. A correspondent, Rafiu Hamid, reports.
It's a gathering of representatives of various non-governmental organizations, government officials, and other stakeholders. The program is aimed at weakening harmful social and cultural practices affecting the sexual and reproductive health and rights of girls and women. The convener, ADEWALE, says the event will help in promoting a healthy population of girls and women.
The comprehensive sexuality education needs to go viral. Girls need to be aware. They need to know about their human anatomy. They need to understand their fundamental rights. They need to understand their sexual and reproductive health and rights. And that is why we are going into the communities to teach them, to create awareness, to sensitize them. Because if they do not know, there's no way they can decide about their body. There's no way they can speak up for themselves. So it is crucial that we sensitize them.
Other stakeholders at the program all pledged to join hands in taking the message to the nooks and crannies of the state.
It is very necessary, like I said, that by the time they register with the Ministry of Women Affairs as a government, we'll be able to collaborate better, we'll be able to reach communities, we'll be able to engage stakeholders, work with the government, because there's nothing you will do as an NGO that will not involve government.
Once you really go to the grassroots through the traditional rulers, and by extension through their oloris, the spouses of the traditional rulers, it will be easy to bring all these non-equited women together and educate them and inform them accordingly about this thing, and they will actually get the message.
The State Commissioner for Health, Rafiu Isamatu, said the initiative is in line with government's plan.
Our ministry has been partnering with them. We've been collaborating with them. There are other sister organizations like theirs who have been to our ministry, and we are particularly interested because they are promoting girls' rights. The girl child must be prioritized. The issue of female genital mutilation is something that really bothers everybody in our state.
The organization promised to continue to enlighten communities and empower young people to lead the campaign against the harmful social and cultural practices. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Ile-Ife, Osun State.
In other news, a joint planning committee for the 28th Nigerian Economic Summit has been inaugurated. The development marks the beginning of preparations towards the annual event, which is expected to build on the successes of previous summits while charting a new course for another economic agenda with clear implementation steps. Lara Afolayan reports.
The inauguration of a joint planning committee for the 28th Nigerian Economic Summit, scheduled for later this year. The Nigerian Economic Summit Group says this year's summit brings about a unique opportunity for participants to articulate development needs towards economic growth, security, and social justice, amongst others, to influence political debates and the economic policy agenda towards the change of leadership in 2023.
They wanted the organized private sector to drive the process. The inputs that came out of the 27th summit, which is the Green Book, has been received and has been distributed. We will take on those inputs as we work on different government policies and see what can be done.
The Joint Planning Committee is to, among other things, develop program of events and timelines for the implementation of key activities at the summit. It will also articulate budgetary requirements while mobilizing relevant stakeholders, as well as prepare the summit's Green Book within 3 months of the summit's ending.
The dialogue process, built since the 18th of February 1993 on truth and trust, to further our shared common agenda to reform the Nigerian economy into a flourishing and globally competitive economy.
An agenda for visionary leadership that we want to see for the Nigeria that is inclusive growth for all, that eliminates poverty, that deals with political economy, that deals with sustainable growth.
The fiscal authorities highlight the benefits of the summit as its recommendations have aided policy formulation over the years.
Expect the committee to prepare the Green Book for the next 28 within 3 months of the completion of the summit, and then to undertake any other work that may lead to the successful hosting of the summit.
The annual Nigerian Economic Summit has, in the past 29 years, served as a platform where different stakeholders discuss economic-related issues affecting the country. Lara Folayo, TVC News, Abuja.
In Benue State, at least 50 widows have benefited from skills acquisition, training and empowerment programs organized by the Kuka Center and Fountain of Life Church. The widows who were trained in Makurdi, the state capital, also received take-off tools and seed money to sustain their businesses. Correspondent Mayowa Okuato reports.
In every conflict, women and children are regarded as the most vulnerable, as the majority of men are killed. Benue State has been faced with several forms of crisis, ranging from herders-farmers clashes to communal crises, amongst others.
We are not saying you have to.
This non-governmental organization has taken up the task to train 50 widows who has adversely been affected by conflicts in the state. Among the 50, 24 women were trained under the household group, as 8 different products were also made, including liquid soap, hair shampoo, hair food, coconut oil, turmeric oil, germicide, and tablet soap.
For this project and for this phase in Benue State, we've trained 50 widows, and we trained them over the course of 4 weeks for 2 skills. That's household, and they learned 12 skills, 12 production under household, and then for baking and confectionaries, we also trained the exact 50 women.
The overview of the training is disclosed, as it is believed that it will give the widows a long-term support.
In 2 areas, the baking and household products. Under the household products, they were able to learn how to produce things like germicide, liquid soap, bar soap, turmeric oil, tablet soaps.
After the training, financial supports are given to the widows to start up their respective businesses. Beneficiaries expresses gratitude, as they believe that the skills and funds acquired will go a long way in improving their means of livelihood.
Issue of the household items, for you to learn it from an individual, you pay heavily. I learned it free of charge from Poker Foundation, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way, in fact, I'm surprised that they have given us plenty to go and start our own business now.
This money today, I know that the money will really help me. I didn't go to school, but my children, they are very, very intelligent. So my prayer is today to God to help me so that I will take care of them.
26 women trained under the baking section made 13 products, which includes cake, cookies, small chops, among others. Mayowa Okuato, TVC News, Makurdi.